Hi everybody and welcome back. It is Tuesday and it's the 13th of October and it's been a really nice, beautiful fall day in the neighborhood. Temperatures in the 60s, a little bit on the cool side, but a cold front that has given us that chill today is out of here and we are in for some smooth sailing for at least a couple of days. And then we're going to sail right off the temperature cliff because, yeah, newly adjusted days, time highs and nighttime lows have us in the very low 50s and maybe at or below freezing for a nighttime low. And that's before or by your weekend, mind you. So a big, quick change just around the corner. Your state COVID update, your local COVID update here in McGoffin County. Several new cases reported tonight, 2 related to a church service. Several blanket warnings or advisories, if you will, being issued by the McGoffin County Health Department, the Floyd County Health Department, and a host of others. We'll have all those for you in just a few seconds. And 13 indictments returned last Friday by the McGoffin County Grand Jury. I reported 2 of those to you already in regards to 2 men who were said to have burglarized the Harold Whitaker Middle School some weeks ago, stealing and or leaving damages totaling more than $16,000. The other 11 indictments returned are coming up in just a few moments on tonight's program. Let's go ahead and begin with your local COVID update first. Here's what I have just in the past 24 hours. First off, instruction at Floyd Central. The high school is going to be completely virtual for the rest of this week. They have had a staff member at Floyd Central High test positive for the coronavirus. That is also going to put the nix on any extracurricular activities, games, or practices that were to take place today. From the Johnson County Health Department, they reported 6 new cases of the coronavirus yesterday in a 17-year-old symptomatic male, a 53-year-old asymptomatic male, a 74-year-old symptomatic woman, a 24-year-old symptomatic man, a 60-year-old asymptomatic woman, and a 47-year-old symptomatic man. 210 cases in Johnson County to date. In West Liberty, the Dairy Queen there says that they had an employee working October the 5th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th, which has since tested positive. They are issuing an advisory saying that if you were in the store on those dates that you might want to contact the health department and monitor for any symptoms that may arise from the coronavirus. And the Floyd County Health Department issuing an advisory that affects many McGoffin Countyans, possibly. They are saying that out of an abundance of caution, the Floyd County Health Department wants to advise anyone who went to the volleyball game between Floyd Central and Pike Independent last Thursday to monitor yourself for any potential symptoms. And this also applies to anyone who went to the Floyd Central McGoffin County High School football game Friday night, because there was one person, I believe one person, at both events that has tested positive for COVID-19. It's my understanding that that individual was one of the screen checkers or the screeners upon entering the facilities that was taking temperatures in regards to fans who were entering that time who has since tested positive. So exposure threat level would be low. I'm speaking for health officials as I spoke to our public health director that you're about to hear from in just a few moments, but nevertheless an advisory issued by the Floyd County Health Department, with the McGoffin County Health Department also issuing an advisory today saying that anyone in McGoffin County who may have attended the Victorious Faith Church in Floyd County this past Friday, well, you may have possibly been exposed to COVID-19 after what Pete Shepard, our public health director, says so far are 2 confirmed cases stemming from that service.
Yes, we had 3 positive cases today, and we kind of pretty well narrowed it down. 2 of them are directly related to church services in Floyd County last week, a revival.
Any more you can tell me about that? First of all, were they wearing masks in this church service?
My understanding is they don't wear masks at the church services. It's the Victorious Faith Church in Floyd County. We issued a kind of a blanket warning that anybody was there needs to watch for symptoms and test if they do have them. But we pretty well are positive that 2 of the cases so far have come out of that church services there.
Mm. Any other statistics or numbers to give us this evening?
No, not really. We just it looks like the governor's called a special conference call with all the mayors and judges tomorrow due to the increased number of COVID cases in the state. So I'm thinking he's probably going to from what his last conference call we had with him is he might start shutting things down or taking more stringent action against businesses that are not complying with the mask mandate.
I have to say that, and I understand doing anything and everything, but it appears as though, based on your my updates here almost daily, that the majority of the spread is not necessarily happening in businesses or even at school where masks are being worn, but at private events or socializing in other means. I mean, I understand the governor's mindset is to try to do that, but at the same time, I don't expect, just in my personal opinion, to have a whole lot of effect, because that doesn't appear to be where all the positive cases are coming from.
You're correct there. It looks like most of the cases we see is came from people socializing or not wearing masks when they're out just having a good time. It's not really from going into a business and getting it. I don't know if we've got any that just went into a business. Church gatherings has been a problem because you've got a lot of people in a small area for a long period of time. And anytime you have that, then that seems like that's when the virus really gets a hold of more individuals, and we have to have more contacts. It's like I say, it's just mostly the gatherings where people are close together and for a period of time and are not wearing masks.
Your state COVID update and McGoffin County indictments are coming up.
Hello, Bob Hutcherson here for Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Paintsville. We have big news. Our credit rebuilding program can put you in a nicer, newer vehicle today. Get 0% financing for 84 months on 2020 Ram trucks. Slow credit, bad credit, or no credit, we can get you approved and save over $3,000 on the Chrysler Pacifica. And it all comes with the Hutch Guarantee.
Go to Conley Tire in Staffordsville or ConleyTire.net right now and get $200 back on a new set of Goodyears, $100 on new Generals, Coopers, Bridgestones, and Mickey Thompsons, all with the smoothest balancing Snap-on has to offer. And if your ride has a light on, let their state-of-the-art Zeus diagnostic machine figure it out for only $35 at Conley Tire.
Your state representative in the 92nd District is John Blanton, and in the last 4 years, he's been working hard. He's secured over $130 million for the district. In McGoffin County, he continued the funding at a cost of $80 million for the Mountain Parkway, while at the same time bringing water and sewer lines to the city of Salyersville and the much-needed industrial park. Your vote is needed to continue the progress in the 92nd District, paid for by John Blanton.
Go with All Pro and you'll always get a perfectly finished project backed by decades of experience and thousands of satisfied customers. Always with the best prices on everything from small to large remodels, bathrooms to kitchens to entire homes, or turnkey new construction on everything from garages, homes to retail space. And seamless gutters too. And All Pro still offers 0% financing for up to 18 months and long-term low interest rates on those big projects. For an estimate, call this family-owned business today. It's hard to describe the t-shirt lines and looks in right now at the seasonal shop, but I'm going to try. 2 of them are made right here in KY, Ridge and Holler, because, in Kentucky, you're always in one or the other, and both are always beautiful. Just check these designs out. The other is Yonder, and it's made in Pikeville, and it's just as cool and creative and all Kentucky. Definitely something there to appeal to everyone. And the ever-popular Turnrow brand, also at the seasonal shop for all fans of anything farming. And you can come into the shop and experience the magic of perfectly chilled drinks. For regular and slim cans, regular or even wine bottles, cups, and more. It's the Cadillac of koozies by Brewmate. All colors and styles in stock right now at Fraser's Prater Drugs seasonal shop. Same 6 decades of experience. Same undivided dedication and focus on winning your case. New location. The law offices of McFarland and Tinker are now located on Route 114 in the former McGoffin Farm Bureau location. Motor vehicle accidents, Social Security disability, SSI claims, wrongful death and workers' compensation and work injury cases. Call 349-9000. McFarland and Tinker. Before announcing today's numbers, the governor announced $11.5 million in public transportation funds. The majority of this money stemming from the Volkswagen diesel lawsuit, if you will, that was reached nationwide in regards to Volkswagen cheating on its emissions test for its diesel vehicles. Millions of dollars now coming back to Kentucky, spent on transportation projects, mostly clean emission buses for the larger Kentucky cities, Lexington, Louisville, possibly some others, I do believe. $3 million to be spent on charging stations for electric vehicles across the state. Also, I thought this was really good, up to 50% of the cost to replace up to 5 school buses for Kentucky school districts. That would be a big deal for financially hurting Kentucky school districts. There was $2.8 million in grants given to Kentucky recovery centers. The governor also reminding everyone to vote early in-person voting started today across the state in McGoffin County at the McGoffin County Courthouse. And of course, he then went on to today's numbers, 776 new cases of the coronavirus. That number technically down compared to last Tuesday's numbers, but the governor hesitant due to this only being one day that the numbers have gone down, and that taking this week into totality, it will take many more days of that to actually see some sort of a significance or an indication that we are no longer in an escalation. 111 of those 776 cases were in kids 18 and younger. The governor then touching on something very concerning, he says, not in a full-blown emergency status as of yet, but hospitalizations for the coronavirus going up across the Commonwealth.
I wanted to mention a little concern about movement in hospitalizations and ICUs. Thus far, it's not threatening our capacity, but it is going up, and that's to be expected. Because remember, if a certain percentage of people who get COVID-19 pass away, a certain percentage of people who get COVID-19 end up in the hospital, a certain percentage end up in the ICU, and a certain percentage on a ventilator, obviously the more cases we have, more individuals, when you multiply that percentage, we can expect to see. So currently hospitalized, 704 Kentuckians. 2 weeks ago, that was 589. Currently in the ICU, 170. 2 weeks ago, that was 129. Currently on a ventilator, 90. 2 weeks ago, that was 81. So some concern in the rise of those numbers. Total tests were now over 1.7 million, 1,706,551. Our positivity rate has increased a little bit to 4.59%. But the tough part about today's report is we've lost 14 additional Kentuckians. It's a big number, and these days are hard when we have this amount of loss.
And again, as Pete Shepard referred to earlier, the mayor is set to have a conference call with local officials tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., where it is expected that he will issue or at least discuss some new or more stringent regulations in regards to trying to control the coronavirus. We'll have that for you, of course, on tomorrow's program. Next, Happy Birthday kicks off tonight's McGoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. Indeed, it's Stella Sprague's birthday. Happy 77th birthday to you, Stella. From all of the kids, happy birthday. 77 best birthday wishes today to Stella Sprague. Happy birthday to you. Going on to the calendar, a reminder, it's Halloween at the Gardner Farm in Sagersville. At the end of West Maple Street on the Ivy Point Hill, 4 to 10, all the decorations are up. Due to COVID-19, please stay in your vehicle, but come and enjoy all the lights and frights and smiles at the Gardner Farm for Halloween, 4 to 10 daily. And Medicare open enrollment is ongoing right now. It actually starts tomorrow. Day after tomorrow, my apologies, on the 15th, and goes through December the 7th. The Big Sandy ad has got SHIP counselors ready to assist you via the phone. There are the numbers to help you with LISMSP, all the information you need, extra help, Medicare savings program, and the like. And I'll be reminding you of that for the next few days. The horse show at the Magapan County Horse Park is coming up this Saturday at 2 o'clock. It was postponed from the weather, of course, last week, but it is this Saturday at 2. And our local chapter of the DAR, that's the Indian Mound chapter, is trying to reach out to all Vietnam veterans. They need to hear from you. 349-1005. They wish to honor and recognize our local Vietnam veterans. And your news today is where you can send your calendar announcements and birthdays and anniversaries. And if you would like birth announcements, birthdays, anniversaries in the Sayersville Independent for free there as well, send those to Joe, my office manager, Joe at SayersvilleIndependent.com. J-O at SayersvilleIndependent.com. Our calendar brought to you nightly by our friends and local Farm Bureau agent Doug Green. Nightly obituaries brought to you by the Magapan County Funeral Home. And we have one announcement therein tonight. This one coming in loving memory of C.M. Whitaker. Greatly missed and loved by his children, grandchildren, family, and friends. Come to Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville and get your prescriptions filled, your over-the-counter medications, and immune system boosters, all from the safety and comfort of your own vehicle, either in their drive-thru or with their new curbside service. You can also call ahead or just download the MyGNP app, that's Good Neighbor Pharmacy, and refill and manage your prescriptions right from your device, helping you and yours stay healthy and safe. Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville, 349-4400. We know that life cannot come to a complete standstill because of the pandemic, but we can make sure that you can continue to bank safely and securely by calling either branch of the Sayersville National Bank to schedule any in-lobby services, or by using either of our drive-thrus. Mondays through Fridays, the main drive-thru is open from 8 until 3, and the branch drive-thru is open from 8 until 5, and the branch drive-thru is also open on weekends, Saturdays 8 until noon, with ATMs available 24/7 at both locations. Or by taking advantage of our completely free 24-hour internet banking and bill pay, banking by phone, remote deposit, automatic payment services, and more. Sayersville National Bank, always making your banking easier and safer.
Hello, Bob Hutcherson here for Hutch Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Paintsville. We have big news. Our credit rebuilding program can put you in a nicer, newer vehicle today. Get 0% financing for 84 months on 2020 Ram trucks. Slow credit, bad credit, or no credit, we can get you approved. 0% for 72 months on the Jeep Compass. And it all comes with the Hutch Guarantee.
Tired of worrying about the kids using too much data and overages on your bill? Well, the folks at Appalachian Wireless know that during our new normal, data and speed are necessities for communication in our daily lives. That's why they've created the Unlimited Plus plan with 50 gigabytes of high-speed data. With Unlimited Plus, you get more data on the region's best network, and it starts at $90 a month for the first line. That's $10 a month more than our normal unlimited plan. For double the high-speed data, go into an Appalachian Wireless retail location or AppalachianWireless.com for more information on Unlimited Plus.
There is never a good time for a breakdown. They will happen, and your car at some point is going to need some repairs and maintenance. And Black Smoke Performance is open and here with professional, fast, safe service. And they now have certified full air conditioning, diagnostics, and repair to keep you cool in whatever you drive. Black Smoke Performance, 349-8785. It's one of the most popular and most famous things we've ever done at your Sayersville Lee's. Well, except for our chicken and our biscuits and our wedges and our ice and our hot dogs and, well, you know what I mean. The $5 coupon is back in this week's edition of the Sayersville Independent. That's $5 off family specials. That's 16 or 20 pieces of chicken, any way you like it, with mashed potatoes and gravy, coleslaw, and biscuits, enough to feed the fam and more. $5 off. Clip the coupon. They'll even give it to you for free in a free newspaper at your Sayersville Lee's famous recipe. $5 off is back.
Your state representative in the 92nd District is John Blanton, and in the last 4 years, he's been working hard. He's secured over $130 million for the district. In Magoffin County, he continued the funding at a cost of $80 million for the Mountain Parkway, while at the same time bringing water and sewer lines to the city of Salyersville and the much-needed industrial park. Your vote is needed to continue the progress in the 92nd District, paid for by John Blanton.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
The sitting Magoffin County Grand Jury returned a total of 13 indictments on Friday. On Friday, I reported out on 2 of those. We have since waited for the local law enforcement and state officials to have the opportunity to serve those arrest warrants before announcing the others. We are now reporting the rest of those this evening, beginning with one man charged with wanton endangerment in the first degree and criminal mischief. 21-year-old Joshua N. Brown of Salyersville was officially indicted on 2 counts of wanton endangerment in the first degree and criminal mischief, 1 count in the third degree, for events that transpired this past April when he created a substantial life-threatening danger to 2 individuals, as well as criminal mischief in the first degree when he destroyed or defaced property owned by one of those individuals to the sum of several $100s. Dennis Loop of Salyersville was indicted for being a convicted felon in possession of a handgun, found to be in possession of a handgun, a firearm, by Magoffin County Sheriff's Deputy Brian Tipton, the grand jury indicting him on a single count of possession. A number of drug-related charges brought by the DESI, Drug Enforcement Unit of the Kentucky State Police. 3 individuals actually named in 2 indictments each, beginning with 46-year-old Davy Helton of Salyersville, who was indicted by DESI on trafficking in a controlled substance, first degree, first offense, actually 2 counts of trafficking for trafficking in opiates. This for a transaction that occurred in September on the 19th, just a few weeks ago. The DESI unit also naming in indictments another Salyersville man, Donald Helton Jr., 49, of Salyersville, for as well trafficking in controlled substance, first degree, first offense, that also for allegedly selling opiates, and a woman indicted as well after a case brought before the grand jury by DESI, that being Stephanie Wireman, who was as well indicted on trafficking in a controlled substance, first degree, first offense, for opiates, 2 separate counts for 2 separate transactions, says authorities, alleged on the 19th of September and on the 23rd of September. DESI also indicting those same 3 individuals, Davy Helton, Donald Helton Jr., and Stephanie Wireman, in a separate indictment where they were said to be complicit with each other in drug trafficking related to events that took place on another occasion on September the 30th, when they were each, or after which they were each indicted on charges of trafficking in a controlled substance, first degree, first offense, opiates, Trafficking in a controlled substance, second-degree first offense for more than equal to 20 dosage units of an unspecified drug. Trafficking in a controlled substance, third-degree first offense for greater than 120 dosage units of said drug, as well as trafficking in marijuana, more than 8 ounces but less than 5 pounds, and possession of drug paraphernalia. All three named in that one indictment, said to be complicit with each other in the sale of those drugs.
Also indicted were Troy Bailey of Paintsville for trafficking in a controlled substance, that being opiates. That case brought by Desi of the Kentucky State Police, and Robin Carver of Dwell for possession of methamphetamine, that too brought by KSP Desi East. Talk about a contrast. I mean, you know, it's Kentucky weather. It's that time of year. It's going to happen, and it's going to be much more of a gradient, I'm sure, sooner than later. But we have temperatures tomorrow building up into the mid-70s, definitely by your Thursday, and then you can just lop about 22, maybe even 23, 4 degrees off of the daytime high from Thursday into Friday, and that goes for the nighttime low as well.
Yes, Friday's forecast makes you want to get out and enjoy days like tomorrow and Thursday, because we can't have very many of these left, certainly, to say the least. We should see about 40 degrees tonight, a chilly one out there. Mostly clear skies tonight. Look for some patchy fog and calm winds as well. A little chilly, but hey, nice end to a nice Wednesday. Tomorrow, though, we take a pretty significant leap temperature-wise. We'll see fog in the morning lingering, but sunny skies and around 74 tomorrow, closer to 50 for tomorrow night's low, under clear skies for your Wednesday, and a little warmer still for your Thursday, hitting about 76 degrees for daytime highs on Thursday. But the front that's coming through that's going to really knock it in the head for Friday, well, there's going to be some winds out and ahead of this change-up, and we'll start to see them out of the southwest on your Thursday, 5 to 10 on average, up to 22, 23 mile per hour gust at times, especially as Thursday continues on, and then a 40% chance of showers Thursday, but really it's after midnight, so I kind of left that out of your graphic. So sunny and windy and warm, 76, nice and mild for your Thursday. And then, bam, we will drop 22 degrees, 23 degrees maybe, a little more, from Thursday to Friday's daytime highs. 53 Friday, partly sunny, nighttime lows, maybe 32. That means frost and mostly clear skies. 32 degrees when you wake up Saturday morning. That means a few of us might even get in below freezing Saturday morning. And another day, barely, but still in the 50s for the first half of your weekend. It's going to be cool, certainly at the start of your Saturday, but it's going to be nice overall. Sunny, close to 60, and then mid-60s Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday with a lot of sunshine through midweek.
That'll wrap it up for this Tuesday. See you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and have a good night.